Today, we will delve into the reasons why some billionaires choose to adopt a casual appearance, even giving the impression of being poor. Are you ready to challenge your perceptions and uncover the hidden motivations behind this intriguing phenomenon? Look at Mark Zuckerberg, one of the richest people in the world, who often appears in a simple hoodie and jeans instead of expensive suits. This is a deliberate choice, sending a message of humility and focus, thereby challenging traditional notions of wealth and status. Warren Buffett is also a prime example. As one of the wealthiest individuals globally, he lives extremely modestly, still residing in a house he purchased in the 1950s and driving an old car. Many wonder why he doesn't flaunt luxury items. This fits into a larger picture of wisdom in financial management. So why do the rich choose to appear not rich? This stems from a seemingly contradictory principle in today's world of ostentation. We will explore why the wealthy not only adopt a simple lifestyle as a personal choice, but also use it as a strategy. This concept is not merely about frugality or indifference to luxury. It relates to financial freedom, unbound by the need to showcase wealth. Making your money work for you gives you peace of mind that your worth is not based on your possessions. Why should you consider living simply? Today, we will explore why a humble lifestyle is essential for true wealth. From the stories of those who have mastered this art to practical tips you can apply, it's not just about saving, it's a mindset shift. Understanding that true wealth lies in the choices and freedom it brings, not in the glittering material possessions on the outside. First, why is maintaining a humble appearance important in the process of accumulating wealth? This relates to a less discussed but impactful factor: avoiding the burden of debt. Trying to showcase wealth often entangles you in difficult financial obligations. The desire to appear wealthy can easily lead to accumulating debt, such as skyrocketing credit card bills from luxury shopping, taking out loans for an expensive car, or mortgaging a large house just to show off. These decisions, driven by the desire to project wealth, not only affect short-term finances, but also prolong debt in the future. Remember that every dollar you spend on debt prevents you from investing in assets that could appreciate. The more you attempt to appear wealthy, the more you deviate from genuine financial advancement. A debt-avoiding strategy of the wealthy. Look at Ingvar Kamprad, the founder of IKEA. Despite being a billionaire, he is known for his frugal lifestyle, driving an old Volvo and flying economy class. He doesn't need to be frugal, but he chooses a strategy to avoid the debt trap. Instead of spending on depreciating items, Kamprad invests more in his company and personal assets. This illustrates why maintaining a simple appearance is not merely a temporary phase, but rather a strategic financial decision that shifts the mindset toward long-term financial stability. When adopting this approach, you need to closely examine your spending habits, always asking yourself, does this increase my debt or help grow my assets? This is the first step toward a lifestyle that prioritizes financial health over short-term appearances. Choosing a simple lifestyle means choosing a life that isn't flashy but is rich in assets and free from debt, allowing your wealth to grow through savings, stock investments, or real estate. Building a solid financial foundation. Choosing this strategy enables you to build a stable financial base, strong enough to handle unexpected events like job loss or unforeseen expenses. The wisdom in maintaining a humble appearance is focusing on financial decisions that benefit the future. It's a lesson in investing in assets that provide real value rather than spending on debts. Living prosperously or living paycheck to paycheck is the difference between appearing wealthy and truly wealthy. Second reason, looking wealthy is the fastest path to bankruptcy. This may sound extreme, but let's understand it through a familiar yet surprising story. Imagine Jack, a famous author. After writing a bestseller, he quickly became famous and started earning about $500,000 a month. Enthralled by this success, Jack began living a lavish lifestyle, a luxury apartment in the city center, expensive vacations, and designer clothes. His monthly expenses escalated to $500,000 to keep up with his new lifestyle. However, Jack's income began to decline as his fame faded, making today's bestseller a mere memory by tomorrow. Despite this, his extravagant expenses continued. The risk of bankruptcy loomed over Jack, and even an unexpected cost could push him into financial trouble. Jack's story serves as a cautionary tale for anyone who mistakenly associates genuine wealth with ostentation. The lesson here is that trying to look wealthy is the fastest route to poverty. It's a dangerous trap, tempting many with promises of status and admiration, but ultimately leaving them with nothing when circumstances change. The important thing is, no matter how much you earn, if your spending matches your income, you're setting yourself up for collapse. Why is living a simple life so important? Because it's sustainable. Living simply means building a strong financial foundation for the future, step by step, rather than creating a fragile facade. When you choose to save and invest instead of flaunting, you're creating a safety net that helps you weather any challenges in life. So, what should you do? Start by reviewing your expenses. Are your expenses in line with your long-term financial goals, or are they solely aimed at maintaining your image? Instead of buying the latest car, consider investing or saving for tough times. The philosophy of living simply to build sustainable wealth doesn't mean giving up joy. It's about making smart choices to ensure your spending contributes to your wealth instead of depleting it. This is a lesson in discipline, in distinguishing between wants and needs, and in understanding that the true value of money isn't for display, but as a resource to build a secure and prosperous future. Thirdly, the importance of appearing poor stems from the fact that being wealthy can force you into a survival mode. When caught up in the allure of displaying wealth, you can easily fall into the cycle of accumulating and maintaining status symbols. This cycle involves earning money to spend, spending to appear wealthy, and then earning more, thereby keeping you in a perpetual state of survival. It's a lifestyle where every paycheck goes toward the next payment, whether it's a luxury car, designer wardrobe, or a large mortgage. Regardless of your income, remaining in this cycle puts you in danger of financial ruin. At this point, appearing poor becomes a game changer. By prioritizing a modest lifestyle and focusing on accumulating assets, you can shift from merely surviving to truly thriving. This doesn't mean giving up pleasures, but choosing a life where money serves your growth rather than being a means to keep up with others. Evaluate yourself and apply this mindset by reviewing your spending habits. Ask yourself whether each expense is pushing you into survival mode or helping you thrive. This might mean making tough choices, like opting for a cheaper car or downsizing your living space to free up resources for investment. The lifestyle of appearing poor encourages you to view money from a new perspective. Instead of seeing income as a means for lavish spending, view it as a tool for building a portfolio of assets through investments in stocks, real estate, or startups. The journey from survival to prosperity demonstrates the power of financial wisdom. Appearing poor is not just about simplicity, but a strategy toward financial freedom. Living humbly and investing wisely unlocks a future that measures wealth not only by material possessions, but also by the security and opportunities your assets provide. Social perception and how others treat you. One significant reason why poverty is not just a choice, but also a strategy in the game of life, is how it affects how others perceive and treat you. When you display wealth, you not only become a symbol of success, but also a target for those looking to exploit your financial resources. This phenomenon has often arisen when friends, family, and even strangers begin to evaluate you not for who you are, but for what you can offer them. On the contrary, when you choose a lifestyle where wealth is not immediately apparent, you form relationships and interactions based on genuine connection rather than financial expectations. By protecting your assets and safeguarding your mental health, you can cultivate a life where people value your character, ideas, and companionship more than your bank account balance. This shows that sometimes the richest lives are those lived quietly and humbly. So how can you apply this wisdom to your life? It starts with a conscious decision to minimize outward symbols of wealth. This does not mean living in deprivation, but choosing to invest in experiences and intrinsic values rather than in the ability to flaunt wealth. Furthermore, you need to establish boundaries, especially with those around you. Choose relationships where you feel respected and loved for who you are, not for the assets you own. In this way, you will build a support network and true friends who will accompany you on your financial and life journey. Reason 5. Another significant factor that can lead to real wealth is the ability to prioritize self-investment. Spending on symbols of wealth frees up your time and resources for personal development. This can include taking courses, attending workshops, or even reading books to enhance your skills and knowledge. Think of the most successful people in their fields. They are not only proficient at making money, but also constantly learning and growing. They understand that investing in themselves is one of the most valuable investments. By focusing on developing your skills and knowledge, you are building a solid foundation for your career and financial future. Sixth reason, being perceived as impoverished can foster creativity and enhance problem-solving abilities. Lack of money forces you to devise innovative methods to accomplish your objectives. This can lead to developing new skills, finding alternative solutions, or even starting a business with unique ideas. Many successful entrepreneurs began with difficult circumstances, and it was their creativity that helped them overcome barriers and build successful careers. Lastly, looking poor helps you develop a mindset of gratitude. By living a simple life, you have the chance to appreciate the little things. You will realize that happiness doesn't come from owning a lot of material possessions, but from experiences, relationships, and precious moments. A grateful mindset will help you maintain a positive outlook, regardless of your financial situation. To maintain a humble appearance while accumulating wealth, you can apply the following principles and habits to your daily life. 1. Set a budget and stick to it strictly. Make a specific monthly spending plan based on your income and prioritize saving. Regularly monitor expenses to ensure you don't exceed the budget. 2. Cut unnecessary costs. Consider carefully before shopping and avoid extravagant expenses, such as branded clothes, the latest technology, or expensive unnecessary trips. Consider whether you need an item or service or just to maintain your image. 3. Focus on value over brand. Make quality, sustainable products a priority instead of pursuing items solely for their brand value. For instance, choose a car that is decent enough rather than a luxury vehicle to show off. 4. Avoid unnecessary debt. Limit borrowing for things that don't provide long-term value. Avoid credit card debt or installment payments just to make consumer purchases. 5. Invest smartly and for the long term. Instead of spending money on unnecessary items, focus on investing. Set long-term goals like real estate, stocks, or retirement funds. These investments will yield returns and provide greater financial security in the future. 6. Live within your means. Rather than upgrading your lifestyle each time your income increases, keep your spending at a reasonable level. This helps you maintain financial balance and save more. 7. Prioritize saving before spending. Whenever you receive income, set aside a portion for savings or investments before considering other expenses. This ensures you don't recklessly spend all your earnings. 8. Create multiple income streams. Find ways to diversify your income through investments, side jobs, or businesses. This helps you build sustainable wealth and avoid relying on just one source of income. 9. Avoid flaunting wealth. Keep your lifestyle discreet and avoid showing off your assets or success to others. Maintaining a humble appearance not only relieves social pressure, but also motivates you to continue building your financial future. 10. Set clear financial goals. Identify long-term financial goals like buying a house, retiring, or investing in your children's education. Having clear goals makes it easier to forego unnecessary spending. 11th, build an emergency fund. Always have an emergency fund ready to handle unexpected situations, so you won't have to rely on debt when facing difficulties. 12. Learn from wealthy but simple individuals. Many successful people live very simply, accumulating wealth through discipline and humility. Learning from examples like Warren Buffett or other successful modest entrepreneurs can be a source of inspiration for you. Maintaining a humble appearance is not only a philosophy of life, but also a smart financial strategy that helps you accumulate wealth in a sustainable and long-lasting way. In conclusion, living simply is not just a lifestyle choice, but also a wise financial strategy. By maintaining a simple lifestyle, you can avoid the traps of debt, focus on self-development, spark creativity, and maintain an attitude of gratitude. These factors will not only help you accumulate wealth, but also bring you a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Start your journey today, and remember that true wealth is also defined by your values and relationships, not just your money.